that's why you just have to trust the process, and anything that's meant for you will be, you know? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We are going to be choosing my February TBR. Hopefully this video looks a lot better than my January TBR looks, because I was really trying to mess around with like the angles and where my camera was sitting, and it kept going out of focus, and there was just a lot going on with that. So hopefully this setup is a little bit better. I'm not sure. We're just learning as we go, so I don't really know what's going on. But anyway, we are gonna use my TBR jar to pick a prompt and then choose a book for my February TBR, and I'm so excited. This worked out really well for me. In January, I chose 6 books plus my book club book, so 7 altogether, and I read 5 of them. I think there was only 2 that I didn't get to, and one of them was because I soft DNF'd it. I got like 150 pages into Gideon the Ninth, and I'm gonna wait and read that more in like the fall time. It just wasn't like hitting for me right now, and I know I'm really gonna like that book if I read it at the right time, you know what I'm saying? So I soft DNF'd that, and then Together We Burn by Isabel Ibanez. I did not get to that one. Like I said, I had never done that before, never like chosen a TBR and tried to stick to it, so that was a lot of fun for me. I enjoyed that. I will say for February, my book club book is Wuthering Heights, so this will be like our book number 7. I'm still gonna pick 6 prompts out of the TBR jar to choose from, but this one will be like the little extra one that I'm adding on. And then the books that I know I definitely want to read in February is The Will of the Many by James Islington, because I just simply cannot wait any longer to read this book. I feel like when I bought this, I was so excited to read it, and I've been like pushing it off because I'm like, wait, I need to finish this, and now I want to complete my January TBR and yada yada. I can't, like, I don't want to wait anymore. I just want to read this right now. And then the other book that I know I want to read in February is The Devil She Knows by Alexandra Bellefleur, because this is the most Valentine-y looking book that I have. So this is like the perfect little romance to read for Valentine's Day. So those are the 2 books that I definitely want to try to get on my TBR. If I can get at least those 2, anything else I'll be happy with. Start stacking our TBR right there so that way we can see it. Okay, so first prompt. Do this one. Really open it. Oh, this one's ripped. I think I remember what this one is because I ripped it. Yes, Instagram chooses. I remember this because I ripped it. Okay, so let me grab my iPad really quick. My thought process whenever I wrote this prompt down was to just go to Instagram, either on like the For You page or the main timeline or whatever, and just scroll until I see a book that I own on my shelves, and then that one will be the book that we put on our TBR. So let me screen record really quick. See Emmy's vlog. I don't know any of those. Okay, let's click on Shadowhunters. Should we click on Lucy's TBR and see if she... Yeah, let's see if Lucy has any books that I own that she put on her TBR. Oh, okay, The Strength of the Few is the second book in The Will of the Many, so that could be an option. I could do The Will of the Many, but I also feel like that's kind of cheating because that's the second book and not the first one. Just Sad Air I have read, but I don't have the second book. Oh, Graceless Heart! Okay, this is Isabel Ibanez's new release. I honestly don't know too much about this, so we may have to just like read on the inside. But first of all, look at this cover. Like, and it doesn't even do it really justice on camera, but when you look like all of the little details, like her dress and the city behind her, the jewelry, the like painting that's around her, oh my gosh, it's just absolutely gorgeous. And so I just got really excited to read this. Like I was like, oh, I want to read that right now. Oh my gosh, and also the map is purple, which is gorgeous, and the hardcover, oh my gosh, this book is just one of the prettiest books that I own for sure. Let's just read the inside of this to kind of like get an idea of what it's about, because honestly I don't know. It says, love is the most dangerous magic. As a sculptress, Ravenna Maffei has always shaped beauty from stone, but she has a terrible secret. Desperate to save her brother, she enters a competition hosted by Florence's most feared immortal family, revealing a dark power in a city where magic is forbidden. Now a captive in the cutthroat city, Ravenna is forced into a dangerous task where failure means certain death at the hands of Saturnino de Luni, the immortal family's mesmerizing but merciless heir. But as he draws her closer, Ravenna realizes the true threat lies beyond Florence's walls. The Pope's war against magic is closing in, and Ravenna is no longer just a prisoner, but a prize to be claimed. As trusting the wrong person becomes lethal, Ravenna must survive the treacherous line between the Pope's obsession and the seductive immortal who might be the end of her, or surrender her power to a city on the brink of war. Oh my gosh, I had no idea that that's what that was about, but I'm here for it. There's a competition in it? So yeah, okay. Thank you, Lucy, for posting that, and Instagram choosing the first book on our January TBR. I guess second, but first prompt. All right, let's do the second prompt. I'm gonna try to grab one like down from the bottom. Okay. All right, second prompt. I actually really enjoy doing this. This is so much fun for some reason. Because I'm like, oh my gosh, I get to choose books off of my TBR, books that I bought that I'm already excited for. It's so silly. Right. Oh, newest book. Is that focused? Okay. Newest book on your TBR. This is interesting because I just went book shopping last weekend and I bought 5 books. So we can choose from those. One of them actually was Wuthering Heights, so that one's not a part of it. The other ones are these 4 right here. So right off the bat, I'm not going to do Bridgerton because I'm actually going to try to read this like now. As soon as I finish the book that I'm currently reading, I want to pick this up before the show comes out. And then we have Outlander, Queen Bee, and Darker Shade of Magic. I will say Outlander and Darker Shade of Magic are first books in a series, and I recently found out how many series I'm in the middle of. I like kind of counted them, and the book that I'm currently reading is also the first book in a series, and I'm just really overwhelmed by that. So if we can like minimize that, that would be great. So I think our last option would be Queen Bee by Amalie Howard, and I'm so happy about this. Okay, this is actually a great pick because this is also like a Bridgerton-esque book, and it's a romance. And we're going into February, so if I can just read like all the cutesy little romances, like I'm definitely here for that. When I was reading this in the store, I got this at half price, and this is set in like 1814 London setting, you know, so like high society, same as Bridgerton. But this is about a girl who kind of got outcasted and is now, her reputation got ruined, and now she's kind of like on the outside of society. And it's because her best friend betrayed her. So now she's going to go into society underneath a disguise and try to get revenge. But you know how that goes. She probably ends up falling in love. And this cover is so cute. You can see she has her fingers crossed behind her back and they're matching. I'm just so excited for this. I like being able to read books like soon after I buy them, because I think that's when you're the most excited to read books, is when you like, I just bought them and the hype is right there. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. So Queen Bee by Amalie Howard will be our newest book on your TBR prompt pick. Did I say that? I think I said that wrong. But anyways, we're going to add that to our little TBR pile and then choose our third prompt. All right, let's choose this one. There we go. Oh, a book that intimidates you. This is perfect. This is perfect because now I can use this as an excuse to choose The Will of the Many. I'm so excited. And yes, this book does, I am very excited about it, but it does intimidate me because do you see how big that book is? That's a big ass book. Okay, from what I understand, this is a epic fantasy, and the world that they're set in is, the hierarchy situation is based off of oh, there's a map. I didn't even know that there was a map. Yeah, so there's like these different tiers, I guess you could say. People that are at the top get power from all the people underneath them, and that's why they're so powerful. And then the people at the bottom don't get power from anybody, so that's why they kind of like stay at the bottom. That says none, so they don't get power from any people. But I'm pretty sure what this is the main character in this, the guy, he enrolls himself in this school like under an alias and is like on a revenge path, I guess. Let me just read the back, because honestly I don't know. The Catnan Republic, the hierarchy, may rule the world now, but they do not know everything. I tell them my name is Viz. I tell them I was orphaned after a tragic accident 3 years ago, and the good fortune alone has led to my acceptance into their most prestigious school. I tell them that once I graduate, I will gladly join the rest of civilized society in allowing my strength, my drive, and my focus, what they call will. to be leached away and added to the power of those above me, as millions already do, as they all must eventually do. So I guess that's kind of like that, like, tier thing that I was talking about at the beginning. They call it will. But the truth is, I have been sent to the academy to find answers, to solve a murder, to search for an ancient weapon, to uncover secrets that may tear the Republic apart, and I will never ever cede my will to the empire that executed my family. Oh, it's giving Darrow. To survive, though, I will still have to rise through the academy ranks. I will have to smile and make friends and pretend to be one of them and win, because if I cannot, then those who want to control me, who know my real name, will no longer have any use for me, and if the hierarchy finds out who I truly am, they will kill me. This is giving Red Rising. This is literally giving Red Rising, and I'm so excited. This is... I'm really, really excited for this. I just know it's gonna be so epic, and I hope I get the same feelings that I had when I was reading Red Rising, and with Darrow like going in to kind of like make himself a part of the Golds and like play that part. It was always so like nerve-wracking, but for some reason you really trusted him, because you were like, there's no way he's gonna fuck this up, because he's so determined and he has a mission that he will not like stop until he finishes. And it's just so exciting to read about, because there is all these high stakes, but it's just so, oh, it's just so epic. Oh my god, I'm glad that we were able to use a prompt to get this, because I was gonna read it anyway. But adding that to the TBR pile, The Will of the Many by James Islington, for a book that intimidates you. I am very intimidated. Next prompt, what number is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, prompt number 4. Do this one. Oh, Fable chooses. Oh. See, this is a little bit scary, because if it chooses something that I'm like definitely not in the mood for, I will skip it. I will do it again. Is that cheating? No, I'll just do it one time. I'll just do it one time and see what it does. So basically on Fable, I'm pretty sure everybody probably already knows this, but the want to read little folder that they have, I just put all of my physical TBR books in that little folder, and then they have this option on there that is like the little Fable bird, and it says pick for me, and if you do that, it will kind of like shuffle through your TBR and then choose a book for you to read. So we're just gonna click that and see what it gives me. I'm a little bit scared. I'm scared. Ugh, what if it gave me Mistborn? Oh my gosh, Crash Test. Okay, that's actually perfect. This is also a very short romance book. If you don't know, this is a F1 MM romance, and I'm so excited. I love F1 so much. And oh, and there's text. I'm so excited. Also, F1 is out of season right now. It doesn't come back until March, so this is actually perfect. I was thinking about filming a reading vlog, reading like F1 romances, because I miss F1. Like, that was kind of like the title / theme of the video I was gonna do. So this is perfect, because maybe I can film that in February. Maybe like find some other F1 romances that I can add to that video and then read this, because I think that would just be a cute reading vlog to do, because they're usually pretty short. And I do still want to read Ride With Me by Simone Sultani, that came out last year, I think, and this is the second book in her F1 romance series. So if you like F1 and you want to watch that reading vlog, subscribe. You should subscribe, and I'll make that. Fable chooses. Thank you, Fable. That actually worked out so well, because they could have chose a book that I did not want to read. Okay, that was fun. That was quick and easy, and I really like that. So Crash Test by Amy James. I actually learned about this book from, I think his name is Austin on Instagram, if you guys don't follow him. I found out the other day he only has like 5,000 followers or something. He should literally have like millions of followers. He is so funny. But he's talked about this book a few times, and so I bought it because he says it's really good and I like F1. So Fable chooses. That was prompt number 4. Okay, we have 2 more. Okay, we'll do this one because it kind of stuck to my finger. Oh, did that say? Yeah, a book over 500 pages. I guess I could have used this for The Will of the Many too, but okay, let me actually look and see what's over 500 pages. I guess like Mistborn definitely is, but we're gonna move past that. Let's see. Oh, 440. See, this, what's funny about this, this is like literally 486, but the traditionally published version of this is definitely more than 500 pages. Like, it is a big book, but the indie version is not. 480, 470. I could do Outlander, but like I didn't choose that one earlier because I'm trying not to start series. But I feel like that's my only option. The only books that are over 500 pages are starting a series, so it would be Mistborn, Outlander, or To Bleed a Crystal Bloom. This has to be over, it's pretty thick. Oh my gosh, it's literally 505. Okay. And then Iron Gold would be continuing series. This is like 570. Should I just do Iron Gold? I'm just not ready to read this yet. Also, I didn't really mention, you can't really see them, but this pile of books that's over here is my books that I'm unhauling. I posted them on Mercari, so if you're interested, I will link that. Please go buy them. And then this pile over here is my January TBR that I was working through. So these are the only two shelves. So yeah, I don't know. I don't want to do Mistborn right now. I could, but I don't really want to. I don't want to start Outlander yet. So I think we're gonna go with To Bleed a Crystal Bloom. I feel like that's the only one that makes sense for the mood that I'm in. Oh, I actually am really excited. Now that I think about it, so I always have to like picture, it's like when you're like trying to choose what to eat, you're like have to picture yourself eating it. You're like, okay, is that the vibe? Am I the only person that's like that? I don't know. But picturing myself reading this, I feel like I would have a good time, hopefully. I don't know. I've heard mixed feelings about this series. Some people are like absolutely obsessed, god tier, love it. And then I've also heard a lot of people be like, that was mid. I don't know why people like that. So I don't know. I guess we'll find out for myself. But it's a very beautiful book, and I'm excited to get to it. So a book for 500 pages. No, a book over 500 pages will be To Bleed a Crystal Bloom by Sara A. Parker. I feel like that was kind of chaotic. Okay, we have one more. 6th prompt that we're gonna choose. Okay, let's do this one. Oh, a book with people on the cover. Oh my gosh. Wait. Yes. It worked out. It worked out. And that's why you just have to trust the process, and anything that's meant for you will be, you know? Oh my gosh, this is actually so short. This is barely over 300 pages. A down on her luck woman makes a deal with a crafty demon to win back her ex-girlfriend after a proposal gone awry, only to discover the girl of her dreams might be the devil she knows. Ellen Catherine on YouTube, she got the arc of this like last year, like probably like a year ago or so, and she actually also had it in her top 10 books of 2025, and she just said it was so cute and so funny, and like their banter was really funny. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this. I'm pretty sure it's just like as that little blurb said, she like seeks out this devil to kind of like make a deal. I'm pretty sure she proposes to her girlfriend, and her girlfriend's like, no thank you, I was not trying to get married, and like leaves her. So she seeks out the devil to try to make a deal with her to get her ex-girlfriend back, and then ends up falling in love with the devil instead. You can see their little art on there is so cute. This is such a cute cover, and it's very Valentine's. I'm so excited. Okay, well that worked out for me. So yeah, that is the 6 books. Oh my gosh, this happened last time too. Like when I look at the pile of books, I'm like, yes, that is the exact books that I want to read. Like this happened in January too, and I was like, yes, that is the ideal stack of books that I would love to read right now. So this actually worked out so perfect. Okay, that actually went pretty smooth, I can't lie. Really quickly, I will just go over these and kind of recap them. So starting off, Wuthering Heights by Emily Brontë. This is my book club book. I'm in Kristen Madd's page to screen adaptation book club, and it is fantastic and definitely getting me to read a lot of books out of my comfort zone. In March, we're reading The Count of Monte Cristo, and I am so thrilled. I am so excited to read that book. So Wuthering Heights is book 1. Instagram chooses was Graceless Heart by Isabel Ibanez. The newest book on my TBR is Queen Bee by Amalie Howard. The book that intimidates you is The Will of the Many by James Islington. Fable chooses was Crash Test by Amy James. A book over 500 pages, To Bleed a Crystal Bloom by Sara A. Parker. And then The Devil She Knows by Alexandra Bellefleur is a book with people on the cover. So that worked out honestly fantastic. Okay, so these are all the books that I will be reading in February. I'm gonna try to do a lot better at filming reading vlogs. I'm not the best at it. I don't really know. For some reason, it's a lot harder than I anticipated. I'm like, yeah, you just read books and check in, but when I do it, it's just not as entertaining as other people. I don't know why. I like check in and I'm like, yeah, I'm halfway. Like, I don't know. I need to be better about filming reading vlogs, but for February, I'm gonna try to do my absolute best to do kind of like themed reading vlogs and stuff like that, so that way I can read these in actual videos and you can watch them. Does that make sense? I'm not selling myself the best here. I will definitely try to post more reading vlogs. I have a whole schedule planned out, so hopefully I do a lot better of executing that in February. So yeah, thank you for watching. I had such a good time. I'm really excited to read all these, and definitely subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!